Okay, then we're over onto our backs and we're going to do a little dead bug series, also focusing on the shoulder blades and again the rib cage and that hip connection. So onto our backs, we're going to lie in a nice neutral spine. We did speak about this a bit last week. You can watch that video if it's still available there. But basically we're going to start in a nice neutral spine, tighten up the tummy, make sure that the rib cage is nice and closed, and we're focusing, make sure this is nice and braced and ready for work. We're going to bring those hands towards the ceiling. We're going to keep the shoulder blades nice and flat, and through this exercise we don't want to bend the arms. Keep them nice and straight so we get the tricep engagement. We point the fingers towards the ceiling and make sure we can also engage the forearms. To make the tummy work a little bit harder, we're going to imprint that back, tighten up, brace the tummy, and legs to tabletop, and leave those legs there. So the first one in the little dead bug series we're going to do is the protraction retraction. So protraction is when we stretch those fingers towards the ceiling and exhale as you pull the shoulder blades back and flatten to the ground. Now I don't want you to lift into that rib cage. Remember, we keep the pelvis flat, the rib cage flat, as we keep it all down and connected to the mat. So it's inhale, stretch, and exhale back, and we will go through 5 of those just to get the shoulders ready. On number 5, we're going to pull the shoulder blades back so they're in and flat around the back of the rib cage, touching the mat, and then we'll take the hands back and we go through circles. Make sure you got enough space and try to keep those arms as close to the ground as you can. When we take those hands back, again, we don't want the rib cage to pop up. We want to keep the arch rib down to make sure the tummy is engaged through that whole little circle. On number 5, we then obviously rotate the other way and give us nice slow arm circles in the opposite direction. So it's 5 and 5 nice circles. Then we take the palms. We start with the right palm into the left knee. We're going to push it across the body and really push it into that knee. You want to push it enough, not that you're pushing through your knee, but like a 50-60% pressure. Extend the right leg and the left arm we take back. So we are focusing on opposites and cross body here as we extend. You can pause at each side, again watching the imprint and the rib cage from lifting. So focus on keeping this part nice and strong and stable. This engages the lower tummy muscles and also engages our tricep as we push, extend, and swap over. So a little bit of brain activity as you go through this. And we said we'll do 10 to each side, so it's 20 as you go side to side. If you do wish to make this one a little bit harder, you can obviously lift up into that half lift or 100 position and make sure we still get that nice squeeze from side to side as we alternate. Then we are going to do the same little thing. We're going to do it straight-legged, point the toes towards the ceiling, try to bring those legs as close as you can without lifting the tailbone. So tailbone flat, imprint, rib cage down, right hand, left knee, left hand back, right leg lowered, and we swap. Again, to make it harder, lift the neck, and we can go through 10 on each side, alternating, and that little pause in the middle just makes it a lot worse. We also don't want to rock side to side. This part of the body stays dead still. We're just moving arms and legs up and down. So there we go, that's a nice one. Control moves. Be careful of the back, be careful of the rib cage. We want to make sure we're doing it with lots of control, really feeling the muscles. That should be working.